I should probably give y'all an actual intro for this video.
Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around someone.
Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tamika. This is where I talk about books. I'm still trying to get this intro right. Today you are gonna watch a reading vlog where I read Tryst Six Venom by Penelope Douglas. This is in fact a buddy read with my booktube big sister Izzy. Izzy does not like Penelope Douglas. She has had a very rocky relationship with Penelope Douglas, and I hated Credence, one of my least favorite books ever, loved Birthday Girl, and I loved Punk 57. For context, just so that everyone is aware of what's going on here, if I haven't made it abundantly clear, my entire personality is that I am gay. I have heard that the representation in this is not great with the two characters. Specifically some comments about how it doesn't feel like any research was done pertaining to the two queer characters. So that is obviously a concern going into any book with queer representation where it is not blatantly clear whether or not the author is within that identity. I'm excited and I'm nervous and I don't know where this is gonna go. I'm hoping for good things. Okay, hello, hi. I wanted to update you all earlier today with this vlog with how I'm feeling about Tryst Six Venom. Unfortunately, I left my SD card here at my house, and I'm trying to take care of the babies. Please get out of the room, Dallas. But I wanted to let you know I have read a good chunk of it. I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of feelings. The main one being I hate my bangs right now. They're getting on my last nerve. What is this? The other thought being these girls. I fucking love them. I'm about to shower, but let's talk about Tryst Six Venom. I feel like I've barely even talked about how I feel about this book, and I just kind of want to throw it out there really quick. I'm probably gonna have better thoughts tomorrow, but I'm currently on chapter 7 of Tryst Six Venom. I have about 3 hours left. I will be able to read this tomorrow. Today, I literally have just had everyone and their mom interrupt me at work today, and I was like, guys, just leave me alone so I can finish this freaking book, but they wouldn't let me. One of the big concerns I had going into this was that Penelope Douglas wouldn't write a female-female relationship accurately. That has been a complaint I've seen, is they aren't 100% sure on if she has, ever been with a woman. We weren't for sure how the sex scenes were gonna be. I'm not mad at them yet. We've really not got anything. We got a tease of something. I'm not mad at what we've gotten. I'm also not mad at how the characters are acting and how she's portraying this relationship. I have a theory that Clay is a lesbian and she's not bisexual. In the book, Clay is talking about the fact that she's like, I'm not bisexual, I'm straight, I'm straight. But she describes kissing as kissing a slug, a slug is flopping around in her mouth, and I'm like, honey, that's not what straight girls think when they kiss men. It's not what they think. So I'm just I think she's a lesbian. And I think Penelope Douglas is doing a good job of writing her as a lesbian. And I cannot wait for her to have this realization, being like, oh shit, that's it. She's in hard denial right now. So I can't wait for her to be like, oh, that makes a lot of sense now. So I'm really excited for that. I love the bullying. They're so mean to each other and I freaking love it. So I'll update you more as I'm reading through this. But chef's kiss. I'm in love with it. This is honestly the best thing I've ever read from Penelope Douglas so far. If you didn't notice, my bangs literally hate me. They will not stay out of my eyes. So this is what I get for trying to grow them out. Love that for me, right? Anyway, I gotta tell you where I'm at with Tryst Six Venom, which, yes. Yes. These girls are so fucking cute. Can we just establish the fact that I went into this thinking I was gonna hate it? Honestly, really terrified I was gonna hate it. This is why I've put it off for so freaking long, because these girls hate each other. Literally hate each other. And they don't hold back. They are so mean to the other. Like, both of them are both really mean to each other. Like, Olivia is our sweet bean that does not do anything wrong. Okay, that's a lie. She does do stuff wrong, but like, she doesn't ask for any of the shit that Clay does to her, because Olivia is literally just like from the wrong side of the tracks, and that's why she makes her life a living hell, is because she's from the wrong side of the tracks. And essentially Clay is just jealous that Olivia is openly gay. And I'm telling you right now, at the point I was at yesterday, I texted Izzy and I said, hey, Clay is a lesbian. Straight up. She is a lesbian. She is not bisexual. She's not pansexual. She is a lesbian. Penelope wrote her as a girl who cannot stand men. Does not find them physically attractive at all. And I love that. I love that she struggles with her identity, because like, so many lesbians struggle with their freaking identities, and I feel like it's not normalized enough. Like, it's either you have always liked women and only liked women, or you're bisexual, and that's just the way people categorize you, and that's not the way it is all the time, because sexuality is fluid, and I think sexuality can change. And I think that sometimes you're a lesbian and you have no idea you're a lesbian because you don't know it. Like, you can't figure that out. You've never known anything different, and everything's so heteronormative, we don't get an option to like be anything else. There's a lot of trauma in here, but I don't feel like it's trauma for the sake of trauma. Like, I feel like it's a genuine, like, these characters are going through it kind of thing, and they both have just had shit lives, and they're having a shit situation happen to them. Like, we're genuinely getting to see these two characters who are so misunderstood just kind of like come together and realize that they can't live without the other one, and it's just so cute. There's a lot of bullying. This is a bully romance, like hardcore. I really love it, and I'm just honestly just so pleasantly surprised with how Penelope Douglas has pulled this off, and just the way that they have written these two characters. It has just been such an amazing experience, and I am just so happy and pleased with the representation we're getting. And I feel like that's the majority of my thoughts on this, is I'm just so happy with the way that this relationship is portrayed, because that's what my main concern was. I was worried that we were going to get two characters that did not even feel queer to me, and that was going to be a big deal, because that's what I had heard. But it's blowing all my expectations away, and like, this is honestly one of the best books I've read from Penelope Douglas, and I'm so happy about it. I have about 2 hours of listening time left. I'm going to go listen to this while I clean my library. I'm so freaking happy about this book. I'm really frustrated because I know it's gonna get a little bit lower of a rating than I would want because of my enjoyment factor, because I can't give it a perfect 5 because I've just been interrupted 5 million times trying to read this book, and no one will leave me alone at work. So we're finishing it. I'll let you know final in-depth thoughts, and maybe some spoilery ones too. You're gonna have to ignore this. I'm literally cleaning my library right now. And I just had to stop the audiobook for Tryst Six Venom because I just started sobbing. I'm just pissed because the moon is in the microwave, and all the astrology shit that I don't understand is telling me that it's gonna be an emotional couple weeks, okay? But I literally cried. I just texted Izzy. Literally just texted Izzy. I was like, I cried during this book, and she's just like, what? I cried. Not me. Just hanging out, cleaning my library, and then just started crying because she comes out to her mom, and it's not a fucking big deal. I get so emotional when it comes to like coming out scenes and stuff, because I mean, y'all know my coming out experience was not pleasant, so it's just so sweet. And if there's ever a coming out scene in a book, I'm probably gonna cry regardless of the reaction. This coming out is so hard. it makes me really happy to see her mom just be like, Mom, like, dude, I knew, like, you're good. Like, we knew. This is not a surprise. So, 10 out of 10. I'm gonna go back to reading the book now. I'm gonna finish it. I think I have, like, not much left. I have, like, an hour left. So I'm gonna go finish it. And I will be back. But I'm emo. It's okay, it's fine. I don't even know what to say. I think that for me at this point, with the message that this book had and the struggles that one of our main characters faced, this book is just, it hits me so emotionally that it's hard for me to be objective about anything about it. But my initial reaction, my fresh thoughts, I love these characters. They are not my favorite characters I've ever read about. They're not the most well-done characters ever, but they are raw and they are real, and they both embody such hard struggles with queer identity. They both do, in both aspects, of someone who is openly queer and then someone who is in the closet and queer and has to uphold so many things within their family and being held to these standards. And that's just so beautiful, and I'm going to continue to get emotional about it because that's just where I am right now with it. I'm really glad I didn't read this sooner. I don't feel like it would have had the same emotional impact on me when this book came out, because at the time that this book came out, I hadn't came out yet, and I don't think I could have read it any sooner, because I'm afraid that if I would have read it any sooner, it would have just impacted me in a negative way and sent me into a spiral. And I fucking love this book. These two characters are so precious, and I just want to squeeze their cheeks. I will actually come back with some actual thoughts, but that's the initial ones. That's where we're at right now. I just need to say, one, Penelope Douglas has continued to surprise me in ways that I didn't anticipate she would. I feel so deeply connected to these characters. I feel so emotionally invested, so emotionally drawn to not only Liv but also Clay. I really identify with both of them, and I love them both. I don't know if I have anything negative to say about the characters. Does it bother me that Penelope Douglas used the struggle of being queer and being accepted as a part of the taboo in this, and the part of the struggle that these characters face? I don't think that bothers me, because the number of sapphic books that we have is so limited. Don't want to say that I am just grateful for any sapphic representation we get, but I am very pleased with how it was done, and I don't feel like it was done distastefully. I don't feel like it was done just for the sake of adding in shock value, which is a complaint that I've had with books that she's written in the past, because I felt like sometimes she has written things just for the sake of shock value, and I feel like that's a really hard thing to pull off, because if you're writing dark just for the sake of it being dark, just to shock your readers, that's a real negative. But I never felt that with this book. Overall, I love these characters, and I love the story, and I love that these two girls hate each other so much because they want each other, and that is literally what it is. They hate each other so much because they want one another, and they can't fight it. They cannot fight the fact that that's all they want is each other. Clay hates Olivia because she is everything she wants to be and can't be, and all of the cruel things she does, they're not justified, but you can 100% see why she is doing the things she's doing, and why she is the way she is, and why she acts out. Seeing them give in to each other was just the most precious thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. I will say that one of our characters is underage for I would say like the first 8 to 9 chapters of this book. I don't remember anything seriously happening before she turns 18, but that didn't bother me. That's normally something that would bother me in this kind of book, but it just didn't. I want to talk about some spoilery things, so if you don't want spoilers, go ahead and you can leave the video. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. You can leave the 2 girls kissing emoji, because I love gay books. It makes me so happy. So we're gonna talk about some spoiler things, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. So If you don't want spoilers, bye. I'll see you in the next one. Can we just please talk about the fact that I did not anticipate the fact that Clay was going to be the one taking the tux at the end of the book, because I didn't anticipate it. I seriously thought that it was going to be Olivia. Olivia just read a little more masculine to me. Not necessarily that she was more masculine, it's just I anticipated she would be the one that would have taken the tux. But Clay taking the tux was perfect. It was the perfect fuck you to the entire family, to everyone that was trying to force her into this role that she didn't want to be in, and it was perfect. What did I not like about this? I will say I did not like the fact that Callum ended up being gay, and that was the reasoning behind why he was mean to Liv. I know it's a double-edged sword, but he took things out on Liv because her brother didn't want to continue sleeping with him. Rather with Liv and Clay took her problems out because she didn't understand what she felt toward Olivia. I actually just hated Callum. He was a dick. I didn't like him. I love this book. Oh my god. I'm giving it a 4-star. I'm settling on a 4. It was so good. It made me cry. So that is my full thoughts on Tryst Six Venom by Penelope Douglas. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave me a girls kissing emoji down in the comments for pride, and I will talk to y'all in my next one. Bye everyone.
Don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like